What's up guys, Togawi here and welcome back to more Mario & Luigi Partners in Time. In the last episode, we made it back to Peach's Castle from Yoshi's Island after recovering both the first and second Cobalt Star Shards from Baby Bowser. This episode, we have to talk to Egad and figure out where it is we are going to go next. As he says, we are back at last. We've got our hands on 2 Star Shards, and we have a picture that Toadbert drew prior to his memory being erratified. It looks to be a sketch of the Shroob Princess attacking Princess Peach. Yes, Princess Peach is holding off the alien scourge with the Cobalt Star, but as we know, she lost the battle and the star shattered into fragments. How could that have happened? I guess the Cobalt Star alone was not enough to win the day, or did something unexpected and just plain awful happen? So we need to go and find more of the Star Shards, and a new time hole has appeared on the 3rd floor. We can see that's an area we haven't been to, although we could go there on our last... Actually, I think you can go there as soon as you have all 4. My readings indicate that this particular time hole is direct link to Peach's Castle of old. Fortunately, the castle is under guard by the Shroobs. You boys can't get inside, so it looks like you'll have to just concentrate on gathering Cobalt Star Shards for now. So we have our goal of getting enough Cobalt Star Shards to be able to enter Peach's Castle in the past. But for now, I think we'll just follow the flashing heads on the top screen and go meet the Toadsworth bros? They're not brothers, they're the same person, just the Toadsworths. Buck up, Elder Me, we must be more original if we wish to please the princess. Righto, off we go. My spine, the pain. How about it, princess? We're having a ball. This is the oddest thing I've done in my life. And of course, Baby Mario gives him a whack. And all the babies really seem to love this. Well, at least the Mario and Luigi babies. Baby Peach is just kind of sitting there watching, but very much enjoys old Toadsworth getting bonked in the head. I think the spin jump, Luigi came up with the spin jump and Mario was on board. Mario comes up with this one and Luigi is mortified. What's that you say, old bean? You wish to learn our move? Well, I don't think Luigi wants to learn it. I'm right as rain. Rally! For the sake of the princess, I will gladly sacrifice my body. I've dubbed this the Bros Ball. Why, you ask? Because you are bros, and you form a ball. It's rather rigorous, it requires flexibility, endurance, courage, and a bit of an open mind. Gotta love the text that they have here. Keep jokes to yourself? Sorry, bud. Press R to switch to the Bros Ball icon, which you can just barely see is the same as the spin jump set of moves. And you can form a ball, and then you move around, you move faster than walking, and you can go up hills. So there we go, and then you just move around, and it's very responsive. There's no, like, there's momentum in the sense that it'll keep moving in any direction you hit until you pick another direction, but it's not difficult at all to... change directions. There's no like slow down on turns. And you can also fit under low ceilings. So areas where only the babies could fit, and you can also fit the adults if they're using the Bros Ball. There's not too many situations where, like, I can't think of any situation that we could go back to where the babies were the only ones able to enter, and now you have to, yeah, you can get up the stairs to the viewing platform where there's a new time hole. My advice is that you investigate immediately. Might be able to do more than roll about. Perhaps you could spin things. Something on the 1st floor to test your theory. And they're actually even gonna point it out. Some mysterious thing over there. Do challenge yourselves to innovate, sirs. Use this and other skills creatively. We'll just leave them here. You can see there's a bean up there, but you can't throw the babies quite that high. So we'll have to figure out exactly what to do with that another time. I was saying there's no areas where it's like the babies could only get in, but now you can go back with the Bros Ball and get in and get something you couldn't get before. Because all of those were like up on ledges. Anyway, if we talk to this guy, he says, I've got a feeling something terrible is going to happen. I mean, look, this room's got that eerie gyro there. Something's going to happen. Bless my spots. If we switch to the Bros Ball and roll into this, we can fill up the gauge and... once it's full enough, a warp pipe appears, which is quite strange that this is there. I can't believe a pipe leading underground appeared here. What might crawl up? Dang it, I don't think anything could scare me. I'm all scared out. heading into this pipe, we can actually enter the basement of Peach's castle. And we can see there's a time hole down here. So we're going to get on exploring this area in this episode. And we notice a shadowy figure who might look a bit familiar. You can see down in the basement, we actually have Goombas. I'm not going to get a first strike just so we can show them off. We already fought Goombas, I'm pretty sure, back in Bowser's castle. And yeah, these seem to be just... Well, I was going to say just as weak, and then I failed to actually dodge. Yeah, you see 2 experience, 2 coins. Not really worth the time to fight. I'm trying to think. I don't actually remember if there are any new enemies down here. We'll start by heading up into this dead end. You can see there's a lot of places for us to go. Let's see if a first strike can just instantly take these out. No, not quite, but the baby attack should then be enough. It's unfortunate. Okay, maybe these are slightly different, because I highly doubt Luigi would still be slower, but maybe? I don't remember. Also, for some reason, I'm really bad at dodging their attack. I don't get it. If you come to this north room, you can get a bunch of items. You have a mushroom there, a super mushroom there, an ultra mushroom there, and right up here, a max mushroom. So you can get all 4 tiers of mushrooms. That's only our second ultra mushroom. Nobody has 80 HP, and we've already found a max mushroom now, which will restore all HP. So pretty cool. Not that we really have any use for that. Normally I do go ahead and fight all the enemies, but I think I'm going to skip a lot of these Goombas just because they give such a small amount of experience and money, and I can't just instantly kill them in a first strike. So it would just be more time to... Like, it's literally not worth my time to go in and cut out the battle in editing just to get 2 experience and 2 coins. And it's not even like it would be a fun challenge because... There we go. Oh, man, only 33. Could have done a lot better there. But that's still like 300 coins. I believe that's all there is to this little room here. If we head back in, it's worth noting that we can actually throw the babies under these gates. Head up to the top screen. For whatever reason, they're able to dig through metal here. And just like we've had before, there are 100 coin blocks that you can knock out through these gaps here. So we'll actually position the bros on one, because you could just get it automatically without having to walk over to it. I haven't shown this yet, but if you actually wait too long to pick up, or I guess I should switch back to the bottom screen very briefly. If you wait too long to pick up the 100 coin, it'll actually despawn. So you might as well just position yourself right on it to get it instantly. That's all there is in this room in terms of sewers, just these... Oops, I'm like, why can't I exit? Because I'm looking at my notes instead of the screen. Oh my goodness. There we go. Forgot I had to drill under the gate. Now let's see if I can dodge this Goomba, because there's really no use in fighting him. In this room, we notice... that creature somehow made it into one of the pipes. Maybe we should send the babies in to follow him. We can get a super drop here. Let's see. And then if we continue on over here, there's an ultra drop. Again, the first of its kind. Notice the drops always heal less HP, so the ultra drop only heals 60, while the ultra mushroom heals 80. But still, 60 to all bros at this point would be a complete full heal, which is really incredible. I'm just looking briefly at my notes. Okay, so we're going to send the babies. There are a few entrances to the pipe. Actually, no, this is the only entrance to the pipe. What am I talking about? In the previous room, we had 2 sections, but this one is fully connected. I believe this is where the 100 coin comes out. Yep. It's weird because it doesn't look like we walked up that far compared to where this junction is. If we bring the babies over, I don't believe there's any enemies down here in the warp pipes, but I could be wrong. Get another 100 coins there. I believe there are 3 of them down here. So if we bring the adults up to this last crack, we should be able to grab this one. Yeah. All right. And then, excuse me, if we keep heading around, well, Keep heading around. There are dead ends here, but there seems to be some special room with a vaguely familiar pattern. I have boredom. Guests? Now I have fury. I say to you, welcome. Welcome to Fawful's Bean and Badge. In this place, beans are like a precious treasure, milk from a famous cow made of jewels. All who come with beans leave with badges so rare they make mustaches droop with disbelief. What? The story of Fawful. Your words are not beans. I am not wanting them. You are like brainless cats that are too dumb to know they are stupid. You have curiosity. But my tail is long. So long it makes babies old and hairy. Lips grow... What? Makes babies old and hairy lips grow gray with aging? Do you dare hear? Oh yeah, we're definitely... Oh, that's a unique voice clip. Then now you listen. I am here, merchant of badges, only sometimes with fury, but I once had fury at all times. I drizzled rage dressing on the country next door, rage dressing on a salad of evil. And then the bad men came, red and green bad men. I had the punishment, bad punishment, with hammers and jumping on my head and the overheat of my ship. I have a little fury even with my remembering. Red and green, a pair of jumping hammers in red and green, who are looking like you. I have fury! Those brothers of badness, my brain aches at their overalls. I have fury and headache now. Fawful would be here, reigning over all and laughing at you. But no. So much fury. Stupid mustaches, hairs like the dirty tail of a horse in a barn built by a farmer who is crazy. I have calm. I am waiting like an elevator. And he's in his final battle outfit from Superstar Saga. Such a nice touch. I have the commerce. I run Fawful's Bean and Badge, but the day comes soon when Fawful rises again, and then no baby's candy has safety. I'm counting chickens before they are even eggs, before the chickens are even chickens. I will have fury! I laugh at defeat. I fight with rage. I hurt your faces. Oh. Did I have insanity? Did I have evil? I suppress the fury, but sometimes the fury has me. Red and green puts the fog of rage in my eyes, and my mind goes crazy. Please, I will be fine. No worrying for Fawful. We talk of beans. Beans and badges. We begin trading. What are you wanting? Let's learn about beans, just so we can hear more Fawful. The beans hide in the dirts of this country like dirt fish, who like to eat dirt for dinner. Bean symbols like this are marking all bean spots. You are digging in dirt, right? You are digging under symbols, and you are finding much bean. Bean symbols have sneakiness. When the beans are gone, the symbols flee like babies. You are wanting much beans, then you are hunting symbols, and digging and popping. There are even places to win beans in games, maybe. If you get many beans, you get many badges at this place. Fawful's Bean and Badge. And somehow that bean respawns so you can redo the tutorial. Unfortunately, you can't get under the counter to get that bean. I wish. But we finally, if I switch back to the bottom screen, have a use for beans. Now, when you sell stuff, it doesn't sell for beans. It still just sells for coins. So there's really no use in coming here to sell things. But he has all of the badges that he will have immediately from the start. And you can see there's the one chance badge is the cheapest. We'll go from cheapest to most expensive. Greatly increases the power of the first attack used in battle. Okay. Pummel badge, possibly defeat an enemy when initiating a battle with a hammer strike. That's pretty decent. Stomp badge increases damage power when jumping on an enemy to initiate battle. I think that just increases the damage of the first strike, not that it raises your power after a first strike, but I could be wrong. Rough badge. This one is one I actually think is really interesting. It's like the Great Force from Superstar Saga. It greatly increases all damage given and received. Later on, there's a counterpart of this that will lower all damage given and received. Coin badge A greatly increases coins received when you defeat enemies with attack items. So we've already seen the coin badge and the experience badge. The coin badge, I believe it's the coin badge doubles and the coin badge A triples. Experience badge is plus like 40% and experience badge A is plus 60%. The rough badge is actually really good if you're very good at like dodging and counterattacking, because it is possible to play through the entire game without taking any damage. Well, maybe outside of like a few situations, but you know what I mean. Like there's no truly unavoidable attacks outside of like scripted fights. So you could really do a lot of good with this. Treasure badge, defeat enemies with items and get the items they were using. I think that just increases the chance of dropping items. I'm honestly not too sure. It's kind of strangely worded. And then the most expensive one for 90 beans. No matter how many attack items you use, your stock stays the same. There are some badges, like we saw the one that the training badge lets you use infinite items, but it does less damage. This one, no matter what, unlimited bros items. Some of these are decent, like coin badge could be nice, so you can always buy more. Rough badge if you're confident in your dodging abilities, but I'm not, because I'm for some reason terrible during the playthrough. Some of these are all right. The ulti free badge is obviously really good, but it's pretty overpowered since you don't ever really need a ton of, like, I don't really run out of bros items, so I have badges. Such badges bring beans. Beans! Now's the time when you wait. I have a vision. The castle viewing platform. A new path for your finding. A new path of doom. So he also gives you a little hint on where you actually need to go in case you forgot the hint that Toadsworth gave and then you came down into the sewers and got lost. Now would be a good time to point out something kind of interesting regarding badges in this game. In Superstar Saga, they increase your stats, mainly your power and bros points. In this game, they don't. Really, all you can get badges to do is just kind of like those special effects. And in all honesty, there is none of them that are really that great. It's kind of sad to say. Also, if we head down from this dead end, I think there's a room with just nothing in it. Yeah, there's literally nothing here. Trying to think if anything opens here later, like maybe another time hole. That might be the case, because otherwise I can't imagine why this would be here. But we already have one in the next room over this way that we'll go explore. But yeah, I don't typically end up buying any of Fawful's badges because most of the badges in this game I just don't feel are necessary. Definitely very different from the way they worked in Superstar Saga, and I'm glad they changed it again in Bowser's Inside Story, which, if you've played that game, there's a bit of foreshadowing there. Here we are in Toad Town with probably the most depressing song in the game, in my opinion. But unfortunately, for whatever reason, they decided to put their gates on top of metal grates, so we actually can't get through to explore this area. So this is going to be, obviously, as you can see by that purple exclamation point block, just a path for us to return from later in the game. But for now, it is just something we have to kind of leave behind and not do anything with. Anyway, I'm going to meet you guys up on the second floor now. Alright, so here on the second floor, we can see that we need to go to the viewing platform as we were told by both Toadsworth and Fawful, but I think first we're actually going to head up to the third floor. It's weird, I rarely see anyone go up there. We already looked around here for blocks, although I don't think I climbed the stairs at all, so there could be one here. But as I was expecting, there is not. And we head up to the third floor because we also saw that there was a time hole to Peach's Castle in the past in here. You can also get a 1-up super as well as some wild trousers. You can come up here very early. Basically, as soon as you have the, as soon as you come back from Bowser's Castle, I'm pretty sure, you can come all the way up here because you just need to have four party members. Wild trousers would increase power on the adults, but would decrease defense by a lot, as well as HP on Mario. I mean, we already had a pair of these, so it wasn't like super critical to come up here back then, because I don't really like that pair of equipment anyway. You can see here a bunch of statues of Peach surrounding a weird time hole that's got this kind of plasma shield around it. We'll hop in that in a second, but if we head out here, there are, I believe, 3 beans, one on each of these little, or just 2? There's 2 here, but we can see there's one up there, but that's not something we'll be able to access for a while. And that's actually a really easy bean to miss. I don't think I've gotten that one before, because I normally come up here right away and grab those 2 beans as soon as I get the baby drill, and then forget to come back and get that other one later. And we have one more of these. I forget what these are called, but probably we're told at some point. Maybe I can try to actually talk while doing this, considering we have nothing else to talk about, you know, just ignoring the big time portal in the room next door so that we don't have to think about the fact that our princess has been kidnapped by a bunch of creepy aliens. And I hit 40. That's what happens when I just say random stuff. Let's go ahead and hop in here. And yeah, I'd freak out too if I was going back in time to Peach's castle in the past, considering we know that it was taken over by the Shroobs. And it looks pretty creepy. Yeah, look at what they've done with the place. No music. And a locked gate. This would be Peach's castle of the past. Such devastatability, and as I suspected, we are barred entry. Our best course of action is to seek the Cobalt Star Shards. Yeah, no matter what you try, you can't get in. So we'll just have to go back. Alright, I came back to the first floor because we need to check if the store has any new items. And of course they do. We have the red pepper, green pepper, and blue pepper. These were pretty rare items in Superstar Saga, but you can just buy them in this game. Red pepper boosts power, green boosts defense, and blue boosts speed. These match the colors that we already saw when using the ice flower. In all honesty, these aren't that worth it because, you know, it's just, I don't know, the game's not too hard. You don't frequently need these, and we'll probably find some on their own, but I'll go ahead and buy one of each. Also, it's really weird. There's like a gray line next to red pepper for some reason. So, and then in terms of bros items, we have 2 new items. We have the Pocket Chomp and the pretty expensive trampoline, but the trampoline is incredibly worth picking up. I'll get a few Pocket Chomps. They have a decent amount of cash. They're okay. But the trampoline, oh man, is this a great item. I'm gonna go ahead and get 10 of these just because we are gonna have a bunch of tough fights coming up. Hopefully we'll find some more, but that is a very, very good bros item. I cannot recommend it enough. In terms of gear, we have the egg pants and the shell slacks. If we look on the top screen there, shell slacks would be a strict upgrade for Luigi. On Mario, we'd get an additional 20 defense at the cost of 10 HP. That probably might be worth it. Probably might. Alright, I looked ahead in my notes to see what other gear we were going to be finding. You will find a decent number of Pocket Chomps as well as a few of the trampolines in the next area. Considering how much money I have, I'm obviously going to get one for Luigi right now. Consider getting one for Mario after we see how much money we have. In terms of egg pants, again, strict upgrade for baby Luigi because I keep giving the rare gear to Mario. Now for baby Mario, 8 defense for 10 HP when his defense is that high and his HP is that low does not seem worth it. But in terms of Mario, I think I am going to go for this. So we'll do that. And then we'll look at our badges. We have some new badges. I don't know if the Shroom badge, no, the Shroom badge isn't new, right? Didn't I buy one or did I pick one up? I may have just picked one up and now you can buy them, so that's why it doesn't have the exclamation point. Anyway, Big Def badge, get a great when using an attack item and get a temporary boost to defense. Big Pow badge does the same for power. We will be able to get one of each of these for free in the next area, but you're only getting one of each, so if you want to have a bunch of these, it's worth having. These are decent because typically it's pretty easy to get a great on your attack items. Cure badge, recover a few HP each turn. This is another one that's really nice. But again, just none of these are effects that I'm like, oh wow, I really need this. So I'll probably just be sticking with the ones we get for free. So yeah, Now we'll head to the second floor in this very disjointed episode. And I don't know why I went to the left. I should have just gone down. And unlike the four-party member doors from Bowser's Castle that remained open, the ones in Peach's Castle close every time you go through them. So you can't just open them once and then send in the babies or adults like on their own. Heading into this room, we just have an item over here, a 1-up mushroom for Luigi. If you hit that block, another one will appear on the floor at the top of the stairs. If you hit that block, the door to the observatory will open. At least that's what I heard. Vanishes after a short while. I've never made it. Yeah, so thankfully, because you can see you walk pretty slowly upstairs. You walk a lot faster down them. What we'll do is, I don't think the babies can reach this. Yeah, they can't. Need to have the adults hit this block. We get 25 seconds. You can see up on the top screen, another block has appeared. And just once it lets me move, thank you, switch into the Bros Ball and make your way up the stairs so fast. This is such a nice thing. It's actually really similar to the escape sequence from Superstar Saga, which I think when I first played Partners in Time, I hadn't actually beaten Superstar Saga, so I didn't really know about that escape sequence. Anyway, easily make it up here with time to spare, hit the second block, and this gate does permanently open. We could walk all the way downstairs and grab the babies, but why bother when there's a warp pipe right here? And using the babies, we are able to grab a bean here. Let's see, are there any more? So, yep, there is one on the other side. And we also get to enjoy a very nice view of some trees that get cut off for some reason. Yeah, interesting. Anyway, I do like the parallax here. It is a nice little touch. It reminds me a lot of like Minish Cap. But let's not waste any more time and go ahead and hop into this time hole and see where it's going to take us. The Gritzy Desert. We've now been to all the corners of the map. And we get awesome, awesome music. In the next episode, we're going to once again explore the land of awesome music, just as we did on the cliffs of Yoshi's Island. See you guys next time.